Oh, we're live. Hold on a second. Rotate sideways. All right, people. This is like a throwback to the olden days. Sorry, so I tried to set this up in Rumble Studio, but the app, I have to probably upgrade or delete it and reload it. It kept crashing. And so it kind of sucks because the only platform I can't simultaneously stream from now is Locals. I'm trying to think of what I can do. If anybody can somehow set up a co-stream and share this on Locals. So let's just make sure, everyone, if you could, share the links around on social media, because I'm sitting here schwitzing like a pig in Milwaukee. I spent like 20 minutes trying to set this up and figure out how it works. Audio's okay? How's the audio? Video looks good, and my forehead is super, super shiny. Oh my gosh. I'm greasy, sweaty, and I've been sweating and drawing so much that I'm actually, like, you can see the salt patterns. Let me see if I can do that. Look at that. Okay, I can't even read that. It says it says VP RFK for home HHS Health and Human Services. No, that's Health and Human Services. Vivek for Chief of Staff. Barnes for AG. Let's make this presidency a transformational presidency. Ginger, how do I get rid of this? No. I want to get that out of here. JD Vance, people. I literally bet on JD Vance. I was hoping for. I bet on a bunch of bets, and JD Vance is amazing. So there's a bunch of. I don't want to get too white-pilled, but I do still want to highlight. I haven't slept properly in 2 days. I never sleep particularly well, but I haven't slept properly since Saturday. I could hear the Locals community saying, "Viva, you're." The next thing you know, you'll be in church, synagogue, whatever. I don't know. I can't yet get over the miracle that we witnessed the other day. Let me just see something here. That's the camera. Okay. I'm going to fix the angle here. No, that's not right. Like this. No, that's terrible. How is the audio? Tell me how the audio is. I've got like a little external battery pack. It's very warm. It's a 4 AA external charger, so that it'll keep the phone charged. Eat some cheese curds, Bonzi buddy. So no joke, we were just at the cheese store. It's called the Wisconsin Cheese Mart, and I was eating some spicy, I don't know, Gouda. It was delicious. Sound is muffled. Audio is great. Audio is good. It's as good as it's going to get. You discover all of your technical problems when they all occur at one time. I've known that this phone, since I've gotten it, has never detected external earbuds, so I can't use an external earbud as a mic. Not that I care, that was crap anyhow. And then the app kept crashing, so I couldn't do that. And then I can't. When you set up a live stream in Locals, it doesn't give you the RTPM and HTM, whatever the hell that thing is, the stream key from the app. It gives it to you from the desktop, but I didn't bring, or a laptop, but I didn't bring my laptop because I didn't want to walk around all day with a laptop. Okay, guys, so I'm down here with my wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs. We drove from Montreal. First of all, drove from Montreal, from Florida to Montreal, from Montreal to Toronto, from Toronto to Michigan. Somewhere we stayed at a hotel. Michigan to Milwaukee. We're going to go back to Montreal and then back to Florida. And what was I about to say about the driving that had to do with streaming? And I forget what I was going to say about all of that. The hell was I talking about? Oh, that's right. So I'm down here with the family. See now, I'm down here with the family. My kids, we must have walked 4.5 kilometers in the sweltering heat. 4.5 kilometers is the equivalent of 3 freedom miles. In the sweltering heat, we walk through downtown Milwaukee. We're looking to get through the security checkpoints because I've got credentials, baby. Credentials. Look at this crazy picture that I used of my face. What was I saying? We go through the checkpoints. You got to walk everywhere because they only have a certain number of places where you can enter on foot. It's barricaded with cement blockades, like a perimeter that goes well beyond the Pfizer V thing. And the kids are walking. They don't like culture yet. They don't like history yet. They don't appreciate how utterly incredible it is to be walking in the downtown Milwaukee core and there's not a car in sight, you know, the service vehicles, police everywhere, because it's closed off for the RNC. And they were good. They were very well behaved. And then we decided we're going to go walk to the museum on the water. I forget what it is. The Discovery Museum. Another 1.6 kilometers, 1 freedom mile from where we were. Sweltering heat. Kids are crying. We finally convinced them to go to the museum. The museum's going to be good. It's going to have, like, I don't know, it had an aquarium or whatever. We walk all the way down to the Discovery Museum. And then when we get there, it's closed for a private event. And then what do we do? Then the kids are in, one of them's in tears. The other one just wanted to go back to the Airbnb. And what do we do on the way back? Well, then we have to walk freaking 2.7 miles back to the car. But we downloaded the app for the, it's not a Lemon. It's not a Lime, that scooter thing. And we all scooted back to the car with electric scooters. And it cost $57 freaking to scoot. I think we ultimately did 4.7 miles between all of the scooters. $55 to scoot 2.7 miles back to the car. You know, it's all fun. You learn the hard way. Hold on a second. I'm going to rotate this because I don't like the way it's like this, like this. No, I don't like that. What did I just do? Don't do that. Like this. Okay, hold on. Like this. Bend the rods back this way. It bends the rods on its skin. Uh-oh, don't do that. Cancel. Okay, hold on. Let me just get this. Yes, hold on. Just going to get this comfortably. Okay, like this is what we want, like that. Okay, so hold on. And by the way, while I'm figuring this all out, we're going to go through the the heck? Come on, man. How are we doing? Tighten this up. Now I've broken something. Great. You know what? We're just going to leave it the exact way it was because now my tripod's broken. And I'll just have to remember to look into the camera right here. So we scoot back to the car, and they went back, and now I'm going to go walk around in the sweltering heat and do a walkie-talkie live on the street. Victoria Barnett, a $20 super sticker. I hope you didn't mean to put a comment with that. Viva America Viva says, so, and I'm only getting the comments from YouTube in this because it's not connected. Okay, so that's the preamble to all of this. Hold on. Yeah, boys. Okay. Shall we walk and talk? The entire core is sealed off. We're going to talk about the news as we go through this. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know if that guy was talking to me. So this is the downtown core of Milwaukee. They got the beautiful restaurants behind us, and everything is closed off. And there are police everywhere. Now, I saw the counter-protesters. Apparently, well, not apparently, there were counter-protesters in our locals community. People were imploring me, Viva, these aren't Canadian trucker counter-protesters. I was going, these are American Antifa counter-protesters. I think I posted a tweet. If I didn't post the video of it, I'll post it afterwards. It was a big group of counter-protesters. I don't even know what the hell they're counter-protesting. Some of them had pro-Palestinian flags. All of them, or at least, I don't know, I'd say the majority of them had the pride flag. The majority of them had the pride flag. A bunch of them said, you know, Project 2025 is the end of America. And there was a big crowd. They were walking the streets, and that was that. I did not have my press credentials on when I was mingling or walking among them. But I didn't ask them any questions either. It's an amazing thing. Okay, so this is the view, people. I don't know what bridge this is. This is the Riverwalk behind us. It's the most bizarre thing to be a counter-protester and then not want to talk to journalists, whomever, podcasters, to explain what it is that you're counter-protesting and why you're there. The most bizarre thing on earth to say, we're here, and we don't want to talk to you about why we're here. We just want to march and chant and carry billboards that are highly inaccurate. So it was over there, the march, and it did a little walk around the block, and it was not monumental. And then in the river here, there's been United States Coast Guard boats going up and down. Actually, there's one over there. One of them had like a machine gun turret on the installed on the front of it, and it was pointing at the protesters because, you know, you got to make sure that, say, jokes aside now, you got to make sure it stays peaceful. But so that's it. This is the Riverwalk. I don't know where, you know, this is the downtown core here. You got Usinger's famous sausages right over there. The world famous sausage. And we're going to go now into the Pfizer Center. I'll go through security and I'm going to meet up with Barnes, who's there. I'm sitting there having breakfast or lunch with the family. And I just looking out the window, I was like, that's Tim Pool. And then Tim Pool walked across. We ran out and, you know, said hi. The news of the day. Okay. The news of the day. Well, there's much news of the day. Did you guys know that they pulled the today's episode of what day? Hold on. What day is it today? It's Monday? It's Monday. They pulled this today's episode of Morning Joe. Joe Scarborough, the man who totally did not have anything to do with the death of his intern, who fell and died by hitting her head on his desk at 8 a.m. Totally had nothing to do with that. And Mika Brzezinski, they canceled the morning episode. I don't know if everybody heard of it. They pulled that show from today. They didn't pull the show forever, unfortunately, yet. I'm going to go into the shade side. They didn't pull the show permanently, but they pulled the episode of Morning Joe today because they were afraid, allegedly, at least from what I read in the news, they were nervous that in the 4-hour broadcast, someone might say something inappropriate. You know what that is? That is a straight-up admission that Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski incite violence and incite hate. Straight up. You know what you'd never have to worry about on a 3-hour podcast of Viva Frei or a 3-hour podcast of Joe Rogan? Someone promoting, inciting violence. I don't know, by calling somebody Hitler, by calling someone an existential threat. So they pulled that episode. It's fantastic. Okay, so here, check it out. We're going to pass the police officers. Okay, so there's a lot of people with cameras right to my left. Right, oh, the guy's right there. No, oh, okay, this can be one to my, there we go. Many men with armed things. So the RNC started, and the other big news of the day, JD Vance picked. I wish Viva Frei were on the news, not having to look into the corners of the web. Dude, I am on the news. We are the news, people. Look at me. We're the news now. JD Vance. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who would have been a better pick. I liked Vivek. I did not realize that Vivek and JD went to university together. JD named his kid Vivek. Not sure if that was named after Vivek Ramaswamy, but who would have been a better pick? Oh, I know people are saying JD was a never Trumper in 2016. He shouldn't have picked them. Grow up. It was a different world in 2016. And if you hold it against someone that they evolve for the better, well, you're disincentivizing evolution for the better. You were a never Trumper 8 years ago, and you. Oh, sorry, that's not a perfectly logical argument there, but make America gospel again. All right, so now we are back into the main area. The cheese store is right across the street here, Wisconsin Cheese Mart. Hello. And I got some good cheese there earlier. They had this fudge cheese. Okay. So JD, I don't know who would have been a better pick than JD, and I have been a staunch supporter of JD. DJ Vance? No, it's JD Vance.
Are you live right now?
I am live right now.
You want to come here real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, we're live too right
now. Okay, so we got we're crossing streams, people.
Hey, we got. How you doing, brother? This is my Canadian brother right here.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna do like
we're
a little
crossing streams.
Streamception.
We're like three-way streaming right now.
He's got the mic. I'm just holding a little. This is a piece of crap battery charger. Let's see here. Well, we got a super chat. It says I wrote in a name in 2016. So sue me. So what are you talking about?
So we're just interviewing people on the streets here. I want This gentleman over here from Canada.
I mean, he knows. Lower your camera.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Dude.
He's got the camera set up for like a normal sized human. And I got a stepping stool.
Oh, there you go. You could step on that, bro.
So hold on. You tell the world who you are.
So my name is Van Miller. I'm with the America Happens Network, AmericaHappens.com. We're also on Rumble. We're about to be on Smart TV all over the place, Apple TV, and all, Roku, you name it. And essentially, we're a network. We're a freedom network. We're trying to do uncensored media. This gentleman is one of our huge inspirations because I saw what this man did. You know, he was in Canada. And for anybody that doesn't know Canada, I was born in Canada. I grew up in LA. And Canada's not like the United States. They don't have our constitutional freedoms, right? I mean, they have their charter of rights, but
we got a charter.
Isn't it a watered-down version of the Constitution?
It's not worth the digital ink with which it's written.
Exactly.
And we saw that during COVID.
Exactly, because it leaves everything up to guesswork. There's no specificity. What was the freedom of speech thing? They say they have freedom of expression or something.
We got hate speech laws in Canada.
Yeah.
Which means creating a sense of detestation, vilification against a group of people. It's we've seen how it pans out and how it gets adopted, where they argue that misgendering is a form of hate speech.
It's
not yet there, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's controlling thought, controlling language, and controlling speech.
I gotta ask you, what do you think about this new guy? The guy that's the potential former future prime minister of Canada?
No, God, Pierre Poilievre. Sorry, I thought we were talking.
Yeah, he was saying like he's gonna stop WEF from having influence on Canadian politics. What's your thoughts?
Look, I trust Justin
there he
Trudeau.
is.
How you doing?
All right.
I trust
Viva!
Justin Trudeau to be a scumbag. Mm-hmm. I trust Pierre Poilievre to be a fair weather politician.
Mm-hmm.
We're
yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
I loved your analysis of the Tim Pool versus Rocco Castoro case.
Oh God, yeah, that's way back in the day.
Yeah, but I mean, that Rocco kicked his ass and you're totally wrong.
I didn't hear that, but
because you didn't follow through. Because you're a dummy. Come on, Viva.
I had a very spirited debate with this man.
I don't know who
I can verify.
I'm right.
He's not going to agree with anything we're saying, but
we're together.
What happened with the Rocco
We're
Castoro
together.
case?
He fucking kicked his ass, man.
Hold on. What happened in the case?
He fucking won all the money.
He won all of the money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some details.
We were
here.
talking about lawyering earlier. This guy did some petty FedEx stuff. I guess they stole his lunchboxes or something, and so he litigated a case against FedEx to get that back.
He won all the money by way of what? Judgment, motion to dismiss?
No, I didn't follow it all. That's your case.
Okay, well, there we go. All right, so thank you.
Well, you got to look it up, though.
I most certainly will. All right. He won. You heard of people. Okay. What are we talking about? Pierre Poilievre, I trust to be a fair weather politician in that he will bend his decisions to the will of the people, which is all right. Fine. You can use him. You can manipulate him, and he listens.
Yeah, he listens. He listens. That's a big thing. Trudeau doesn't give a shit.
I still don't trust him, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But to say that he's the lesser of the evil between Trudeau and whatever. Maxime Bernier, PPC is my party. I ran for them, but Pierre Poilievre would be either not a step in the right direction, but a step back from the wrong direction.
Back from the wrong. So, J.D. Vance, brother, what do you think about that?
I love him. I was just telling you.
You do?
I loved him from the beginning. We had J.D. Vance on the channel for a sidebar.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Elegy. I keep saying Hillbilly Effigy, and it's not. It's the Hillbilly Elegy. The man is a good, principled man, a populist man, food freedom, medical freedom, young, energetic, and I can say it now that they've actually tried to kill Donald Trump. He is the assassination insurance that he needed. Whereas Tim Scott, Doug Burgum, I don't know quite as much. Others would have been the assassination attempt number 2 incentive for the deep state. So I love him. It's a good decision.
Wow. And brother, you're in the United States of America. You got the hell out of Canada now.
Yeah, temporarily.
You did?
It might become permanent. We'll see.
Really? I hope so, bro. We need you here. The next 4 years is going to be, we need all hands on deck.
Pivotal.
Yes.
All right, good. Have a good one, people. I'm going in.
Much love, brother. Thank you very much.
I'm going in there.
All right, you better say hi to Tim when you're on your way in. All right?
See, the wonderful thing is, I'll go look it up. If people think that by having a wrong prediction, it's somehow
I love you.
it's somehow like an insult to intelligence. No, it's not. Okay, we're going through security now. I'm going to put my camera away. Let's do this.
They'll tell you.
Okay. I've got credentials.
Can you scan your yellow press credential on our white scanner right here?
Okay. Yellow press credential at the white.
Yes, just hold it up to our white.
This thing.
Yes, the yellow one. At our white scanner.
I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, people. Who's got the rubber gloves?
How you doing? Good. Yep, we can do that.
Okay.
As long as you got metal in your pockets, but they're all in the same bin.
I don't think I've been in my pockets. Maybe it is.
Credentials are fine, your belt's fine.
Okay.
I think you're ready.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, I stole my daughter's charging cable.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty cool.
The tripod's good, but it broke. It's a piece of. All right, awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. People, are we still rolling? Because it went through the metallic thingy things. We're in. This is it. People, you're witnessing this RNC 2024. This is the Pfizer Center, not to be confused with the Pfizer Center. Pfizer V, FISERV, and KC. By the way, just so everybody knows, like they've got barricades here, but there were barricades on the other side of the water. There's basically been no unauthorized vehicles within the big, broader perimeter. No counter-protesters here today, unlike at the RNC debate. And I think I'm supposed to meet Barnes somewhere here. Can't really follow the chat as easily as I'd like to. I'm going to go. Okay, hold on. Viva, no BP. No BP vest. Well, I got to tell you something. My abs, those are good. I went for a jog this morning. I think I'm going to have done like 20,000 steps by the end of the day, but I went for a jog along the water on Lake Michigan, and it was beautiful. And I do have an extra shirt in the back so that I won't be too disgusting and sweaty. But so that's it. He picked J.D. Vance. It's amazing. At one point today, RFK Jr. RFK Jr. had shot up to like 10 cents unpredicted in the charts because of that tweet that Trump put out and then the retweet that RFK put out. Let me go find somewhere here. For those of you who haven't been following Twitter religiously, compulsively like myself, Trump earlier today tweeted out that RFK obviously needs Secret Service protection. And then RFK retweeted or quote tweeted saying that this might be the moment for unity. And then people are like, oh, he might be VP. Should have short sold that, but it wouldn't have been worth it. But there is unity. This is the absolute amazing thing. I'm beginning to believe that we witnessed a miracle the other day. I say that a tragic miracle of sorts, because someone died. Was out exercising constitutional, God-given rights, freedom of association, political rights, living his life, and is now no longer living his life. And so to say that this is a miracle of sorts can't ignore the fact that it's the utmost of tragedies for, I don't know his name offhand, but that man and his family. The miracle isn't just that God's breath pushed that bullet or Trump moved his head in a cosmic accident. We would have been in a world of actual hot conflict internally, and it would not have just been internal U.S. conflict. It would have been the moment for the rest of the world, the hostile nations out there, to exploit and take full opportunity of that moment of internal cataclysm that would have ensued in America. I mean, I have no doubt it would have been, in as much as the assassination of Franz Ferdinand led to World War I. The assassination of Trump, I'm thoroughly convinced, would have led to World War III, because you would have had China saying, fuck it, America has got its own serious problem. America is fighting, and I would say hot fighting internally. Let's do it. Take Taiwan. Russia's going to say, dude, we're not, nothing holds us back now. And then you get sleepy, demented Joe Biden saying, oh, we got to exude strength at a time like this. After I've had my political adversary killed, now we're going to go into a hot World War III. So I have, this all played out in my head Saturday night. This is how it would have been. And so you didn't just have Trump dodging a bullet that would have ended his life. I believe you had America dodging a bullet that would have ended its life. And I believe you had the world dodging a bullet that would have ended, that would have resulted in World War III. Ironically enough, I'm sitting there jogging this morning listening to I don't remember her name, on Joe Rogan talking about the nuclear winter that would follow a nuclear war, and how within 72 minutes, 5 billion people would be dead, because once you launch these nukes, nothing brings them back. And in as much as you have 45 intercepting missiles, each country's got 1,000 active nukes ready to go. We're all dead. But still can't get. I can't get over what happened Saturday. Can't get over that it happened. Can't get over the fact that he other than the fact that he's going to be missing a piece of his ear, he's alive. When, by his own admission, by his own sentiments, he shouldn't be. And then he gets up and he puts his fucking fist in the air and says, "Fight, fight, fight." Can you imagine that? Can you imagine anybody else? I'm just thinking, I don't even want to think hypotheticals, because I wouldn't want this on anybody, on any other politicians, despite the degree to which I loathe them. You imagine other politicians, how they would have reacted under the moment of the utmost stress. Oh, that's so much better. I'm going to stay in the shade for a little bit. See if I happen to run into Barnes. We're going to meet at the media place, but I don't know where that is. Oh, so let me see if I can read a little bit of the chat. But that bullet catching its target, it wouldn't have just been the end of America. It would have been the moment, the bullet that brought the world into World War III. I mean, I can't pretend to understand the context of who Franz Ferdinand was. I mean, I know he was not directly related to the broader global powers that resulted in World War III, but he was the catalyst. How does the assassination of a political rival in a national election, not a president, but a presidential candidate, whether or not it's analogous, to me, in my summary understanding of the causes and origins of World War I, it would have rhymed enough. And I think we absolutely, by the grace of God, a butterfly flapping its wings in Japan, averted it. And I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I said it already. I was so enraged that I could have been recruited and drafted. If that were the moment that said, now you got to go fight for your country. America is not even my country by birth, but that would have been it. I mean, I was like, I would have signed on the dotted line and conscripted myself. All right, so JD Vance, that's the big news of the day. Thank goodness it wasn't. Tim Scott at one point was leading in the markets, and now was at 3 cents today. Angels, Viva, not bugs. Butterfly. What is that movie? Angels and Butterflies? Butterflies and Angels? There was a movie, I remember seeing it 30 years ago. Angels and Butterflies. We've adopted you now, Viva, is how it is. So what was I going to say? JD Vance. I mean, Vivek would have been a great choice. From what I understand, I hedged my bets a bit with Ben Carson, because you think identity politics and whatever, but JD Vance is the fuck you to the system. A young, unapologetic, populist young man who, after 4 more years of Trump, you'll get 8 years of JD Vance, God willing, and America will be America again. I don't know if it's too late for a campaign slogan, but I had it this morning as I was tweeting in a place where you're not supposed to tweet because it can lead to hemorrhoids. I was like, just highlighting what's been going on in America. Let me just highlighting what's been going on in America. A weaponized judiciary, prosecutes, convicts, gags Trump. They try to bankrupt him. They try to lock him up. A weaponized state government tries to remove him from the ballot. A weaponized federal government goes after him with all of the force of the DOJ. And then a weaponized FBI facilitates the most public and what would have been gruesome assassination in American history. I mean, this is Biden's America. And I want to say make America great again. That's already been done in terms of a logo and in terms of, a first presidency. Bring back America. What we're living in right now is not America. It's Biden's America. It's street-level thuggery of the highest order. And so it's Biden's America. This is how's it going? Sorry, I'm talking to my camera. It's not America. It's Biden's America. Bring back America. Okay, now let me see if I can find, hold on here, 1 second. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna go like this. Ginger Ninja says, let me see here, can I highlight it? I can't highlight it anymore. I like Vance, also always bet on Barnes. But for those of you who are worried, we will now have the chance to see if he's consistent in his populist and anti-deep state stances. Let's do this. And then, dude, I have no doubt that we're gonna see RFK somewhere in a Trump cabinet. It was an unreasonable pipe dream, because he also said he just would never be VP for Trump. But, oh, hold on, I could bring it up here. Look at this. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. It was a pipe dream that it would have been RFK as VP. But, you know, he'll probably be more useful as go investigate Pfizer. Get RFK to investigate Pfizer. Cheryl Gagey. Trump and Evander Holyfield both have world-class fighters. Same right ear, though. Dude, well, that was my joke, Cheryl. You can't steal my joke. We gotta get Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield to endorse Trump and then have a three-way conversation. All right, let's walk around, see who we see here. Oh, the other news, the Florida case was tossed by Judge Eileen Cannon, as predicted. As predicted and as telegraphed, by the way. It was not only predicted, it was telegraphed by Clarence Thomas, who gave Eileen Cannon what she needed by way of roadmap, legal justification, and what are they? Not an obiter, but there's a word for, it's not binding precedent, but it's guiding. It's not stare decisis. That's a judged matter. It's not obiter. Whatever the word is for advisory, but not binding. Oh God, that's so bright. Okay, so this looks like the media row is here. Well, you want to be on TV right now? On TV? I'm live.
Arizona.
All right, say hello to them. Who are you?
Hi, Valerie Turley, Brandon Turley.
Wait a minute.
We watch you every day.
Any relation to the legal mind, Jonathan Turley?
No, but close.
How's it going so far? When did you guys get here?
It's a fantastic
Well,
day.
get the angle here.
Yeah, we came in yesterday. We flew in from Arizona. It's been great. We just nominated J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance.
So excited.
Florida case tossed.
Yes.
What else?
Oh my God, yeah.
Trump is alive. That's the big one.
Yes, playing golf.
Can you imagine? The dude goes, he plays a round of golf after. It's not just like an assassination attempt, like someone was there with an umbrella with poison. He took a bullet. How fast does a bullet go? Like that bullet.
He's actually a police officer.
Okay, fine.
He can tell you.
Tell it. It was a 2-3 rounds.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying the nerve.
So 1,200 to 1,500 rounds per second.
Feet per second.
Yeah.
12 to 1,500 feet per second. The legal restrictions are imposed at 600 feet a second and more. That's fast.
Oh yeah.
He gets shot at what? It's like 6 p.m. and he's got a 9 a.m.
It's amazing.
Tough time.
I'm over that. I'm very sweaty and very disgusted.
You're gonna get a spider on you.
Well, a spider. Then I would have screamed. Okay. You guys are here for the week?
Yes, we are.
And
till Friday.
what's the schedule for tonight?
We resume at what do you say? Come
5:45,
back
6
5:45.
And what happens
We
then?
don't know.
We're not sure.
More business.
It's all a surprise.
Amazing. All right.
Yep. So Trump's nominated. JD Vance
I
is
don't want to get
nominated.
ahead of ourselves on too many white pills in one day. The white pill that we will not get over is Saturday evening. And I'm just saying it's a divine intervention miracle, is what it is, period.
It is.
I don't think anybody can look at that and say anything different.
And then the document case getting thrown out this morning. I mean,
Oh, and then did you watch Joe Biden's presser yesterday? I want to vomit. Like, first of all, how do we know it was live? They just run a 10-minute video and then end it and put this live in the corner. Like, bullshit. I don't think it was live. Anyhow, it's crazy.
so good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank
So I
you
get to give
very
my left
much.
hand.
Thank you.
Enjoy. All right, now we're going to go to the, hold on, scroll all the way down here. Oh, I smell barbecue. Robert, if you're watching, I'm the guy running around.
What's up,
You want to say hi to the world?
What's up?
Hold on. You appear to be not a delegate. An alternate.
Yeah, I'm an alternate.
Okay,
We are.
so tell me how this
I'm
works.
a delegate.
So you're the delegate. Are you the alternate? Are you
Yes,
going to
I'm
take
an
her out
alternate.
and then be the delegate? I don't know what that means. What is a delegate versus an alternate for a Canadian who borderline understands? You've been
I
summoned
can
here.
vote.
Okay, you can
She can vote. I can't, but I fill her shoes if she can't come.
you
There
can
you go.
vote. You're from what state? I'm looking.
Maine.
Maine.
Yeah.
Okay, Maine, where they tried to
Maine.
take Trump off the ballot a little while ago.
Yeah, they
Who's
did.
the Secretary of State? She's a crazy person.
Shanna Bellows.
She's crazy.
Socialist
So-
Shanna Bellows.
So left
Ones
wing.
that got him on the ballot.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Okay, amazing. So you're vote. You get in there. When do you vote for? You did it already.
We already
No,
got
well,
it.
the primary,
Yeah.
but the general election's in November.
In
Okay,
November.
so you get to go to Washington if he wins to give. No, hold on. You do it at the state level and you send your.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, yeah.
Okay, so hold on. My arm's getting very tired here.
We vote for him here.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. How has it been thus far?
Good.
Great.
I
Yeah.
think this light is like a magnifying glass trying to burn ants or something.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
It's been
Yeah.
a great experience.
I
so
will.
far,
I have to complain. I just paid $13 for a cheeseburger inside.
That's not
Inflation.
I
$13. Inflation.
Why we need
Biden.
Trump?
Biden inflation. No, that's just called venue gouging. Is what it is. I just want to
It
get.
is.
Bidenomics.
I think
And
$5
that's not
for
even
a Red Bull.
Biden's fault because this is a Republican convention.
Hey, there's capitalism and there's inflation. They're a little bit
Yeah.
different, but yeah, you can't blame them too much.
You're a transplant Canadian, though.
Yes,
Are you
well,
down in Florida?
Just rest the shoulder.
Yeah.
I am down in Florida now.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, I've driven from Florida to Montreal, Montreal to Milwaukee. We're going to drive back to Montreal and
Wow.
then back to Florida.
Wow. Wow.
So it's amazing. I've seen
You're
the country.
dedicated.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Sweet.
Congratulations. I don't get ahead of ourselves. It's been a good day.
Have a good
All
one.
right, see you soon.
I love what
Don't
you
worry.
do.
You want to say hi to the world? Texas delegate? No, you don't. Don't worry. It's on me. It's on me. You hesitated? Too bad. We're there. Texas delegate. Okay, so you have exercised your delegacy, delegateness. You voted in from Texas.
I'm from Texas.
All right. You flew or drove?
We flew.
Okay. And how has the day been thus far?
Wonderful. Hot.
I'll ask the absurd question: how do you feel about J.D. Vance's pick?
I'm so happy.
Hey, have you met anybody who's not happy, other than Doug Roosevelt? Or who else? Nikki Haley. I'm sorry. Yeah, so have you seen anybody who's unhappy with that pick?
No, I am not. Everyone I've talked to is super ecstatic and yeah,
Amazing.
he's great.
And now, so everyone's on break, and then what happens? You go back in and hang out?
Yes. So I guess more votes around 5:30, 5:45.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, everybody loves JD. Let me go down here, except perhaps the mainstream media probably doesn't like JD all that much because he's a very smart man. Have to do this objectively. We're here with Winston and Pudge, and it's fantastic. Okay, so let's walk. Oh, hold on, I saw something here. What was this? 3,200 feet per second. That's much. Yeah, I thought it was a little faster than 1,500 feet per second. 3,200 feet per second. That is to say, then. Hold on a second. 3,200. In 1 second, it travels 3,200 feet. Oh yeah. So, here, let's do this. I'm actually. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Same. You don't want to say hi to the world?
Huh?
Michigan. Oh, you want?
What?
Okay, there's a dog. Hold on a second. That dog's wearing booties. You're a Michigan delegate?
Yep, Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Yeah, halfway.
Why do I? Wait a minute! I just drove through Kalamazoo. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. Okay, that sounds so familiar. Is it your first? You're obviously not a first-time delegate.
Well, no, I'm a first-time delegate here. I'm the vice chair in Kalamazoo GOP.
Okay.
And, Michigan's had a interesting road here to get here, but we're coming together, and we're all because of Trump.
Michigan typically is regarded as a swing state.
Yeah, it's purple. It swings back and forth. Governors swing back and forth. Everything swings back and forth.
How does everybody not hate Governor Whitman?
Well, half of them love her, and the other half don't
But
like her, hate her.
I mean, how does anybody? What has she done that people say that they love her for?
Well, 42% that never changes, that they're always, no matter what happens, they're always Democrats. That's what they are. And there are some that are, maybe this whole thing with Trump is going to change things, but there's some people that just are never going to change. So
everyone will remember where they were Saturday afternoon.
absolutely.
Where were you?
We just got back from doing a bunch of things, and she told me on the text that happened. We threw it on TV. I was going through Twitter. I couldn't believe what happened, and praise God that it was just a nick. It was a Grange, but I didn't like the optics. I mean, the fact that it's such a it seemed like they didn't have a large enough footprint, etc.
It was a setup for a public execution.
Yeah, I would. On the easy side, I would say they didn't have enough people there, and there's and there's a reason for that. And especially on the heels of the bullseye comment from Biden.
No,
so,
but like, it's like there's not enough people, and then there's just it's not negligence to leave a rooftop elevated position at 130 yards. It's the best shot in the house. Like,
right.
It's not.
And when everybody in the business, Secret Service,
everybody
says
unequivocally says
catastrophic is the word they use. Yeah, there's no doubt. And the question is, of course, will we find out anything about it?
Yeah.
More
committee hearings. FBI's investigating itself. We've investigated ourselves and found
in fact, they want hands off. Apparently, they're like, ask the U.S. Secret Service now. So, yeah, it is. Well, good meeting you. Thank you.
Same.
Safe travel.
Thank you very much. You too. All right, let's go down over here. Scroll to the bottom. See where Barnes is. If anybody, I can't text at the same time as streaming. This is why I don't like the camera on the right. Okay, we got. I can't see too good. What does that say? That girl can bench press me. Okay. Yeah. All right, going back down all the way. Look at my disgusting fingers. There you go. How do I? Okay, just go down to the bottom here, like that. Okay, this is great. Shout out from West Texas, Viva. If anybody has an in with Barnes, just tell him I'm meandering. He said he's with the press. Maybe I'll walk in the building. I know that once I get in the building, sir, how's it going? Once I get in the building, the internet connection might be a little weak. And locals, I didn't get to a lot of the chats yesterday. I know it. I didn't realize why I couldn't control the chat. I didn't realize there were 47,000 people at one point watching on Rumble, and it just made it was impossible. We might have to add well, first of all, I've always added the qualifier. I don't want to get in somebody's way there. Don't be miffed if I don't read the chats, but I do know in locals we've had a different arrangement, so we will get to those. But we might have to add the qualifier now. If there's too many people, either we can't guarantee it, or I don't know. Okay, so anyhow, let's see. So I'm going to continue walking here, see what's going on. Loved Viva's covered with the truckers. Well, this feels like it. Plus, I know that I'm relatively safe in here, in as much as anybody can be safe at any of these events. How is the audio, though? Is the audio decent? Might have to get an external mic. Okay. So much red. I love it. It's beautiful. By the way, red is my favorite color. It's always been my favorite color. Oops, sorry. Everybody's doing their press. So, okay. We got the 2024 RNC thing here. I think that I need to get some water. I don't know where the press, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, people. They've got, what's that game called? What's this game called again? I know it has cornhole. I knew it had a funny name that I like. They've got cornhole, people. Hold on 1 second. Watch what we're going to do right now. Viva, I'm a cornhole master, okay? Watch this. Okay, hold up. Here we go. This dude thinks he's going to cornhole me. I'm going to cornhole him. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'll get the tripod working. Okay, how's this? This is it. Okay, people. Get those out of here. What you guys missed was the most epic shot ever. It like hit a bird and then a turtle came and lifted it up and dropped it right down through the hole. No, what happened is the camera fell over and then it slid the camera so that it was pinching both the side buttons. And then it was like, give me the emergency alarm that if you don't, hit a button, it's going to call police in 3 seconds. Can you all see me? Am I back? Yeah, I didn't make anyone in the hole, but I got I was getting the angle, so I just had to. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, the camera falls over and it slides the camera just a little bit in, so it was pinching the emergency button and it almost like gave an SOS. I was 1 second away from the SOS. How's it going? You want to be on? You want to talk to the world? Come, say hello. Alternate delegate. Okay, we got an alternate here. Who are you an alternate delegate for?
I am from Oklahoma. I'm from Oklahoma City.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh, that's a thrill to meet you.
I'm a little sweaty and disgusting, but
okay,
nice to meet you. So the votes are in. You're not needed as an alternate at this point?
Right. I'm not needed. I came as a backup to a dear friend, full-fledged delegate, but I came and I'm just thrilled to be here.
It's flippy. I mean, we're going over the White Pill Monday. We'll call this White Pill Monday. J.D. Vance, Florida case tossed.
Perfect.
Trump is alive,
Perfect.
And apparently he actually shot like 72 on Sunday. I don't know what
I'm sure he did. If not, he would say so.
Oh, if he had gotten a hole in one on Sunday, I mean that.
Definitely. It's a thrill. Wow, it's an honor to meet you. It's just the greatest thing. Stop it. Hello, all Canadians too. We love you.
I just knocked over my camera playing cornhole, but I'm going to go back after the stream.
All right. Your hair is getting better and better.
It's getting longer and dry and getting in my mouth.
It's getting better and better by the day. It's a thrill.
My wife said it would stop growing. Like, what is that? My earlobes. It's never going to stop. The Freedom Pro will never stop growing.
Fight.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Viva.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Now, this is what I was. Make America great once again. Magoa. Make America even better. Okay, whatever. I'm going to continue walking. Let's walk a little bit here, see what's going on as we walk away from the center. Then I'll go inside and see what it looks like inside. Oh, the pizza shop that if you're watching, I couldn't get to the pizza shop with the family because I think it was behind the credential barriers. So, okay, there's a guy in a brick suit right here. This guy is the ultimate camouflage. Where is he? Right there, in front of a brick wall. Okay, well, there's nothing really doing out here. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk in, see who else we see. Let me go down here. The Freedom Fro shall continue to grow. Oh gosh, okay. Need water. See if I can find some water, how much that's gonna cost, and where Barnes is. The brick suit, the wall guy. Should I go talk to him? Who's the wall guy? Brick suit guy was also a witness at the rally in Pennsylvania. Well, thank you for that piece of information. I shall now go wait for my turn to interview him. Okay, yeah, dude, we're totally interviewing that brick guy. I'm just gonna wait behind. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wait here. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to wait in the shade so that it doesn't... And I saw that comment that Republicans are so loving. I do agree. And I have never been to a liberal or a Democrat event. I know that I have a very deep bias. And I agree. I couldn't imagine how, I don't want to use the word disgusting, but I couldn't imagine the level of pretentiousness that would exist at a liberal convention or a liberal whatever. Okay, I think the brick suit is almost there. Oh, he's the brick guy because he's building a wall. Love you, Viva. Your ADD is keeping you from getting water. Yeah, but I've had so much water. I had a big can of Buble, and then I had a Topo Chico, then I had a Red Bull, and I know I caved on the Red Bull. But I'm not having anything with sucralose in it ever again. I'll sooner have the sugar. Okay, I'm gonna go.
So I'm gonna go just slowly creep up and ask the guy if it's time for my interview. If I can get an interview with Brickman.
You think Brickman's gonna know who I am? I'm not lying or troll. I made $11 in tips at the meet and greet at the lakefront. Oh, I see what you're saying. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right, awesome. Mr. Brickman.
How are you doing?
I wasn't sure if you know who I was. But
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can we talk for a few minutes? I'm sorry.
We totally can. Let's get
Let's
into
get in shape.
By
All
all
right.
means, go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm live right now. You don't mind?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay, so first of all, everybody, we got the Brickman. Does the world know your real name? I don't
Yeah,
want-
I'm an official delegate from
Okay.
California, so it's a matter of record. My name is Blake. I'm live in San Diego, California.
I'm sorry, you live in San Diego, California?
San Diego, California.
On purpose?
Well, it's my parents still live there, and I was lucky enough when Obama crashed the economy.
It's not San Francisco, so I got confused.
no.
But San Diego's
That's
not
right.
as
You're
bad.
from America's Hat, right?
I'm from the what do they call it? The Arctic Gulag, the Maple Gulag, the Iron.
Yes,
Iron
exactly.
Sorry, no, San Diego. I was there. My wife has a neurophysiology conference there.
Yeah, no, it is
And,
totally not like San Francisco, not like Sacramento, not like West
a
Hollywood.
lot of homelessness, but
No,
not lawlessness.
Gavin Newsom has ruined our state. He really has. He's allowed our state to fall into complete disarray. It's not just homelessness; it's lax laws on actually prosecuting crime. We have super high energy rates and gas rates, and that trickles down to all sectors of the economy. We have a homeless crisis, and at the same time, we have environmental restrictions that prevent the building of new homes. So it's totally.
It's just a disaster. It's,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
almost
a-
a planned disaster.
It is, and then it's just.
But so, I mean, I appreciate you have family there. You don't want to live there. You got your
Right.
roots. And have you ever thought about bailing and going?
I was planning on leaving, but then the economy crashed under Obama, and that whole real estate bubble popped, and I was able to find a house there that I thought was a beautiful home that I could stay in, and I locked it.
And I'm sure, in as much as it's appreciated in value, the reality is you either have to sell that and then move to a place where property value is.
I would not
wildly
even
different.
think. I mean, the only people that would be thinking about moving right now from California, the people that absolutely have to. I mean, the costs of getting out of your old mortgage, which if you had it from back then, you probably refinanced it down as low as I have to go into a new one to pay all the crazy closing costs.
What is it?
It's insane.
6.5%?
I don't even know what it is right now because I don't worry about it. I'm in my sub-3 loan, and I don't even look at what the current rates are. I'm not moving. I don't care.
Hold on. Let's switch sides like this. I think I can get a longer reach. Okay. Now, the chat was saying. The chat was saying you were at the event on Saturday.
That's correct. I was in the front row.
Do you mind talking about it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. You have to just tell everybody. Okay, let me get this like this. I'm firmly of the opinion this was a setup for a graphic public execution. That there's no other way to explain this. You saw the layout. I mean, you were there. You saw where the shots.
Let me start with what do you mean by a setup?
That this was.
Are you saying more than the work of one person?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that it can't be chalked up to incompetence to leave an elevated.
I think it can be.
I mean, that's monumental, and
Right.
that I agree. That's where you get into assessing intentions versus just assessing fact.
Sure.
Fact is, it was unsupervised, unmanned, and unsupervised.
Correct. And if you apply Occam's razor to that scenario, the thing that I think is the most logical explanation is there's a breakdown in communication or a breakdown in assignments and a lack of, because certainly people were calling 911 saying there's gunmen there.
Yeah.
And there was not, the response time was bad. And I don't know that from firsthand experience. That's the articles I've read.
Yeah.
So, So ascribing something that's more complicated than just human error at this point, I don't think is unwarranted. At the same time, I recognize that type of theory cannot be completely discounted. All right, so I'm not saying it's impossible. That is, I just feel the probability of it is much lower.
Yeah, I mean it's the distinction between catastrophic intelligence failure versus gross negligence, or we wanted this to happen. It's just a question of interpretation of the same facts. But now your front row, there was a crowd behind Trump. There's a crowd in front of Trump.
Right.
So the crowd behind are in bleachers.
and you're in the front row in front of Trump.
Correct.
You were not aware of the people calling the police
Not at
on this guy. You weren't aware of that guy on the
No,
roof
because
until the shots
that's
ring.
way outside the venue. I'm not aware of that at all.
Okay, and you are not aware of it until you hear shots fired.
Right. So I'll look at the camera now, and that would be as I'm looking at President Trump. And there's the bleachers behind him. I'm about 10 yards from the podium. The podium floor level is about this high, so I'm looking up at him. Because he has to be higher so the press cameras don't get obscured by people holding up signs. They just do that for sight lines to the press. That's why they have an elevated stage. So not only are there bleachers directly behind the president, but if you look obliquely to the left and obliquely to the right behind him, there's another set of bleachers on either side. And above those are jumbotrons, and they use those to display imagery. So the president at that time was introducing a slide that showed the comparison of illegal immigration under Joe Biden compared to the Trump years, and showing the insane rise in the numbers. And my attention was focused on the jumbotron to the left. So the president would have been here in this sight line, but I'm looking off to the left. I hear the first set of noises, and I localize them as coming from even further to my left. So I turn towards them, thinking it was a prank, thinking it was just a bad joke.
You hear a pop.
Several pops.
Okay, you hear
loud,
pop,
sharp cracks.
And fizzing? Do you hear the bullet
No.
fizzing through the air?
No.
Okay.
No. Not
So
just cracks.
And they're cracks, and it's not like, I mean, I've fired a shotgun, I've not fired a handgun, but it's not like a
No.
and it echoes through that. It's like a pop.
No, they were very sharp, brief cracks with, not an extended report.
And how many, give or take?
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
And then I'm thinking it's like a practical joke or, something going on, a prank in the audience next to me. And so I turn there and I'm looking for some form of disturbance in the audience that's like adjacent to me, that would make, that it come from right there. I didn't see anything. So at that point I turn back and I look towards the president on the podium, and I'm just catching the tail end of the Secret Service jumping on top of him to protect him. Now, from that point, that's when another series of shots rings out. And, now I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
The other series was the guy firing on the crowd, or
I don't know which it was, but there was a distinct second set of gunfire. Okay. So, given the Secret Service's reaction and another set of cracks, of noises, which we now know to be gunfire, I thought, well, this is real. And it was at that point that people were saying, other people were coming to that same conclusion, saying, get down, everybody get down. And, I stood standing up for a little bit because I was more concerned with the safety of the president. I then did kneel down, but still continued to, I just got a little lower and continued to watch as best I could see, how the president was doing. I could not see him. He was completely obscured by the podium. Now, normally I wasn't filming any of this either. Normally I might film the president when he walks out, when they play, his entrance music and he waves to the crowd and stuff like that. I might film that aspect of the rally. But once the president is speaking and I'm in the front row, I just put my camera away. Now, at that time I did take it out and thinking, well, I should really probably take some pictures here. And, I started filming, and then I heard them saying, shoot her down and let's get ready to move him. And I stood up because at that point I didn't think there was any more danger to myself. And I'm still, again, I'm more concerned with the safety of the president. And they're starting, so let's get ready to move him. There's a count, and I don't know how they're going to be moving him out. Are they going to be carrying him out?
You don't know his condition.
No, because we can't see anything. Right. So it could be like, I'm thinking it's going to be like a man carry. Is he incapacitated? Can he leave on his own power? Nobody. I didn't know. The people in the back, they could probably see more than I could because they didn't have the podium in front. But then shortly after that, as I'm running through all those horrible worst case scenarios in my mind, he stands up, and I'm close enough. I can see the blood in his ear. I can tell it's not coming from like in his ear, so I know that. So it could just be a cut. And then before I can really even, that's good is what I'm thinking. And before I can even go anything more with that, I can see his face. I can see the fire in his face. I can see the defiance in his gaze and his gesture to the crowd to fight on, to put that fist up like that. I couldn't tell exactly what he was saying, but you could tell the tenor, what he was doing from that gesture. And that made me feel a lot better that it was not going to be a worst case scenario. And I thought that part of the reason he did that too was just to assure he was all right. You know, if the Secret Service had just taken him off the stage without him being able to show the crowd that he was doing well, then there'd be all the speculation that the worst had happened.
So, and by the way, just back up so that the camera doesn't get overheated in the sun.
Okay.
So he gets up. You are at the same vantage point as that iconic photograph when he raises his fist under the flag, give or take.
He's that photograph was taken at that point. I'm looking at my that photograph is taken from a position that's probably 15 yards to my right and inside the fence. That was taken by photographers inside the perimeter of the stage. Yeah, so they were a little bit closer.
They start chanting USA, USA.
Yeah.
Is this? I mean, first of all, nobody knows how close it was. At
Nobody
that time.
knows.
Knows really
Nobody. People don't even know. I'm sure that the bulk of people don't even know that he'd been hit by a bullet. I mean,
was he
only
in the bulletproof vest?
Not that I've seen that.
Okay, that was one of the pictures. But people don't know that some people were saying it might have been blast from a teleprompter the day of.
Right.
So in the crowd, yet they don't know that there's a deceased.
Yeah. No, they don't know that. And if they're far, I mean, look, I'm in the front row, so I can see the blood in his ear. If you were in the back row, or
no
20 rows back, you don't even know. So all you're hearing is noise, commotion, Secret Service taking him off the stage. He's okay. You don't even know he's injured at that point. So I would say, most people probably didn't even know that he had an injury at that point.
And then what happens in terms of wrapping it up and everybody? When do they tell you that it's time to go? When do you find out someone else died?
So they get the president out of the immediate area. And that time I'm starting to talk with other people and see what's going on. And at that point I noticed that I did not see anybody injured in the bleachers, but I saw people, just body language, you could tell they were attending to somebody who was injured in the bleachers. No idea if that was somebody who jumped down and broke a leg or something, but it looked really serious. So, in that case, I was hoping it wouldn't be someone struck by gunfire. Unfortunately, 3 of them were, and one of them was fatally injured. And I understand that man is a hero.
It's shielding his wife and daughter.
Family.
Where, in respect of Trump, were they? Because the question that I'm asking is, did the shooter say, I failed, or I think I've succeeded, now I'm just going to open fire on the crowd? Were they behind in the line of fire, or was it?
I haven't seen that yet, and my feeling is that when they do the ballistics, they'll find that they were just like an errant shot aimed at the president at them. I don't believe that it was I've got the president, now I'm just going to fire.
Or I got or I didn't, and now it's over, and it's only a matter of time to turn on the crowd.
Yeah, I don't think it was that.
How are you doing psychologically? This is all it's wild, it's surreal for everybody in the real world.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100%. I'm getting there, but coming here and starting this convention is helping a lot. Because if I just had to go home to work and go back the next day, that would have been tough. But being able to be here and talk with people about Donald Trump going forward and how he's going to help bring our country back into the direction it needs to go, it's just a big help.
Are you a religious person? Faith?
No, I don't really talk about that much. Everybody has their own faith or their own connection to faith, and I'm just not comfortable talking about it.
No, fair enough. I'm just I'm not a particularly religious person, but it's a miracle in as much as there can be a miracle. I mean,
you can look at how he turned his head just slightly at the very last moment.
It's
not even an inch. Not even an inch. Half inch. If he hadn't turned his head, his ear doesn't get hit. So it's just a lot of coincidences there. I'm not saying they're coincidences.
Now, how long are you down here for?
The whole week.
And what do you do? So the plan is you attend the speakers conference. I've never been to one of these things.
Well,
so there's events, there's speakers.
Yeah, and
I'm
actually an official delegate from California, so I'm down on the floor in the big show.
Amazing.
So I'm right there, and
everybody's asking you this. This is obviously custom made.
No, it's not. It's off the rack.
With the tie comes with it.
The tie comes with it. Yeah. Yeah, there's even a label. So
they're going to give some standout. That's amazing.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore. So but it is off the rack.
Thank you. You're welcome. And I don't know if obviously sleep well. I don't know how, I'm going to stay live. I'm going to go walk around. But
Okay. So for those of you who don't know where I'm at, I'm on Twitter at brick_suit. So very easy to remember, brick_suit. That's where you'll find my account, and I'll be posting stuff from the floor this week as much as possible. And everybody take care out there and be well.
this is the mood here is healing, conciliatory, unifying, and absolutely glorious. So
I would agree.
it's a good place to be.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Take care.
I'll see you soon.
All
right, guys. Thank you. Okay, so the other guy was waiting patiently, and I felt bad, but I was getting all of my questions in there. Alrighty, it's wild. Yes, okay, I'm gonna go back into the shade here so the camera. I was getting nervous. The camera was in the sun, and I didn't want it overheating and crashing. Yeah, that interview. I mean, I got questions that had not yet been answered, or at least I hadn't seen them in other reports. So that gives you as close of an intimate understanding as you could possibly have of what went down. The lapse of time from the first shots to the second round, and oh, bro, looky, I found him.
Hello.
Listen, Robert, would you like to play cornhole? All right, Robert, what do you?
Why do they call it cornhole?
I have no. I don't want to ask. Okay, in the chat, do they call it cornhole because like when people toss corn into the bins or whatever, they had a hole and it's like a farm thing? I don't know. That would be my guess. Robert, how you doing?
Good. You want us to decide something real quick?
Do you want to be on camera?
Yes,
Okay.
guys, he's Abraham Lincoln.
What is going on here?
Hi, Viva.
As if you were taller than me already. You're hiding. What's on the back? Turn it around here. Yeah. Hold on, make sure I got that there. So you are a delegate from an alternate
Illinois.
delegate.
I'm an at-large alternate delegate.
Okay.
With
But
the
you get to be on the bottom
delegation.
floor. You get to be on the right.
No, that's just delegate. I'm not a real delegate. Okay, thanks for having me confess it.
Illinois. Now,
In front of millions.
Illinois.
Exactly.
We go on the way over. It was Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. As we drove through. Oh, okay. It was a beautiful drive. Do that. Okay. How is it? How do you like Illinois? What is life like in Illinois? Actually, population for the state. It's a small state.
Give me
Trivia
a
question.
break. You know, I can Google it. That's information I don't maintain. But I can tell you that the registered voter rolls are on the order of 1/2 to 3/4 million more than the actual voting age.
And that's a problem, obviously.
If you want honest elections, if you want to have elections that are structured on fairness, yeah.
In Illinois, is it swing state typically?
No, Democrat.
No,
Back in the day, it was a swing state.
Yeah,
Not for a while.
yeah, it shifted from being a Republican state to being a swing state, and now with the current methods for registering voters, and counting votes, voting process and counting votes, it's a deep blue state.
And as they say, I think if they don't say it, I'm going to make it. Once you go Dem, you're never red again. Does that exist in politics?
I don't know.
I just made it up.
But
It's fine.
I know that when you die, you do switch party affiliations to the Democrat Party. That's probably a century tradition. I only know about 60 years of it. Yeah, we had a guy running for governor named Adlai Stevenson III, and there was a close race between he and Jim Thompson in the 70s, I guess.
Big Jim.
And what happened is it was close, and so Mr. Stevenson went for a recount, and he lost some votes because, I mean, I was a kid at the time, okay, but there was some reporting and speculation just because they pulled out some of the dead votes. You know, now I don't see logistically how that would have happened, but I think, you know, I think I remember the facts correctly, and if not, I'm a fool in front of millions, and I own it.
Now, are we going back in? Is there stuff going on?
Yeah, he thinks Trump is going to speak.
Okay, there are two sessions today.
Go on.
The business for session one was to do all the structural things, and then do the nominations and the votes for both president and vice president.
Okay.
Mary Miller of Illinois, the great Congresswoman Mary Miller, nominated President Trump to be President Trump again. and of course, it wasn't even close.
Mitch McConnell was on the floor. There's a couple of people that made Mike Lee. There were some cool people. Mike Lee, there, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and then you saw the people pretending they liked Trump, like Mitch McConnell, like Larry Hogan.
I guess this is what that unity bullshit they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think Trump is going to speak, or do we know that
they said be back at 5:30?
What time is it now?
5:30 Central Standard Time, and right now it is.
What time is it now?
I've got to turn my phone
It's
on.
all about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing
5:04.
we walked around. I told the world we walked around everywhere. We went to the museum by the water.
I'm not trying to go Joe Biden on you.
Go for it.
I don't know if you can. I don't know.
Well, I'm a creator.
Can you go and is it like a media pass?
Yes.
Oh wait, you've got a media pass.
We get to go to the side door.
Here,
diplomatic
when you go back
immunity.
Yeah.
I'll show you where things are from my perspective, and then you go back up this. Then I'll point out the secret passageway to get on the floor.
Yeah.
Because he can get on the floor, and you can get. Oh, wow! All
Dude,
access.
this is all right.
All access.
Do you think I'm allowed live streaming from the side?
Oh, here.
Give it a try.
We're not supposed to show the badges, but it's late enough that it doesn't matter, and they change
true.
every day.
Right, that's true.
Kind of like the
and just
exactly.
I didn't know that.
It's okay.
This was too hot. Oh no, I was going to make a joke. So do we go back inside? Do we go back inside?
Yeah. Well, I thought we could. How much? What has everybody seen so far?
I've walked around. I got the brick guy, an interview with the brick guy, and
seen the media
a
row.
bunch of delegates. No, you want to go to media?
Yeah, we can do a media row and then come back.
All right. Do we need? You wanted us to sign something?
Yeah. Let's get this out of the way
let's
now.
do it.
Yeah. Right here.
All right, people. We're going to sign. I'm going to leave this going here. Trump America first. Lila. Okay, I'm going to try to read some of the chat. Let me see how. Oh, look at this. You can go all the way down.
The white one.
Viva, you should wear a Chicago Cubs shirt while in Milwaukee.
No.
How's it going?
Chicago Bears will probably.
Well, I immediately think of that line from the Back to the Future. I wish I could go back in time, put some money on the Cubbies. Okay, we got the Ginger Ninja.
Oh, from Back to the Future.
I have to disagree that there's 10 levels of failure that had simultaneously happen. Yeah, look, I appreciate Brick Guy is not an optimist, but a realist. Oh, let's do this for sure. Okay, hold on one second, people. I'm going to put this there. No, I'm not going to let the phone crash again. There we go. Okay, leaving it like that.
Hey, America's Untold Stories. Oh, it's about to tip over.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Oh, there you go.
Okay, 3, rotate.
There you go.
3, hold on. Shake the hair. 2. Nope, it's still back in the way. Get out of there. 3, 2. Amazing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Alternate delegate from?
Texas.
Texas. Yeah, they have to give it away.
Oh, no, I thought those were my boots.
Here, you don't have to give me production credit. This thing was collapsing.
Oh, yeah, it's a broken. All right, let's go. We're going to walk media row.
I'll see you gentlemen later.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm on 120.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay,
Good. Watch your podcast.
You want to say hi to the world?
Yes.
All righty. Where are you in?
You go to
We're
the
from
left
Kansas.
Kansas.
the
Well, we're in Kansas no more. Okay, that never gets old.
That's right. He's the delegate.
All right, very nice.
It's the wife.
And high five. Okay, low five. Okay. So, Kansas delegate. So your job is done now.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'll be.
How does it feel? I asked the other delegates. You voted today for the delegates are voting now, and then it's next time is.
I'm assuming they're busy at the
This
moment.
passion the government was doing.
Yeah.
Well,
Otherwise,
has it
looking
been thus
for
far?
journalists.
Great time. This guy, he's having a good time.
We're calling this White Pill Monday because we have a number of white pills.
okay, well anyway, here.
Something live. VP, I keep saying DJ Vance, JD Vance, and then Florida case was tossed.
Oh,
And I sent an email.
Good news.
Yeah.
Told me you should be
It's good.
Sorry, the job has just begun.
We'll find out. That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry. I was just thinking, what is this delegate?
We will do a long course.
Thanks again.
Thanks a lot.
And
now we're ready to get
I'll get that stuff to you.
I actually feel that there's
Sounds good.
unification,
Thank
but
you.
not amongst the devil Biden administration, RFK and his supporters. There is some unity happening in all this. It's a beautiful thing.
I think it's happening.
All right, we're off to the media row. Nice to meet you.
I'm more behind the camera guy.
Hold on. Let me get this.
I'm behind.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. Who are you?
Mine's Ryan McBride.
Nice to meet you. Wait, I
from
know
Colorado. Really?
Well, McBride. I do know McBride.
So, do you know the name Joel Altman?
I don't want to take a picture.
No. By the way, just everybody can hear this. They can't see you.
The Dominion. He's the one who exposed Dominion voting. So he will be here soon. This is his daughter's card.
Okay.
So they have a.
First of all,
they have a booth, a medium row for Frank's speech.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
So if you guys would like to go on there and talk with Joe or with Mike or anybody, call Micah.
Okay.
And she can schedule you in there.
I'm so senile. I was looking for my phone, forgetting that this is my phone. Where the hell's my phone?
Where's your glasses?
But we can write down Mermaid's number.
Oh yeah, I could
Yeah,
write
hold on.
the Booker's
Okay, go for it.
number.
Yeah, let me write the Booker's number.
But I watched a lot of you guys during the
Trucker process. The trucker. Oh, wait. American or Canadian? Impeachment, Johnny Depp, Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse, but also the Canadian trucker
That was
stuff.
just down the road. Rittenhouse case.
I never realized where Kenosha
Yeah,
was.
we're only about half an hour. 45 minutes.
Yeah, we were driving through. It was like, oh,
My
this
trial
is-
house is right there.
Her name is Mermaid.
Okay, awesome.
That's
Is that,
great. That's what you guys talk about.
is her real name is Mermaid?
Mermaid.
He didn't want to
Yeah,
study.
you never know.
You know, there's always people out there trying to get you.
Amazing.
Anyway, I'll let you guys get back to it, but
Nice to meet you.
guys.
Nice to meet you.
All right, I'm
Hi there, Michael Salvo.
Sorry.
I've been watching you for a couple of years, man.
Amazing. You want
Right
to
on.
talk to the world?
Absolutely.
All right.
Howdy.
What was I right on about? JD. Well, Barnes was right on JD Vance, but on Trump meltdown. If anyone had sold Biden, not Trump, if anyone had sold Biden at 87 cents before that debate, would have made a killing. Where are you from? So you seem to
Texas. Yeah, just north of Boston. And right in the right part of Texas.
I was going to say, Texas is beautiful. I went to what's the Marco River, the San Marcos.
Just south of Boston.
Yeah, with tubing. It was great.
Oh, everybody tubes there.
First time I saw some snapping turtles.
That's right.
You're excited to be here?
I'm very excited.
How are you feeling about recent developments and about Trump being alive?
I'm very glad my president is alive. Take politics aside of it. It's terrible for our country, in our world.
There you go.
What could have transpired this past week?
I said it would have plunged the world into World War III because it would have been like the Franz Ferdinand assassination that led to the war.
I wouldn't be surprised, but thank God that didn't happen.
That's
That's
good.
not what we're talking about today.
Yep.
We're excited. We're going to nominate Trump. We're going to hear from him Thursday. Probably going to cry. Apparently, yeah, that's what I heard.
He's here, so
Yes.
you can't come to Milwaukee and not.
This is true.
He's going to do for 3 days.
I don't know. He's a showman. He might not, just keep us, on our heels.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
I've been
awesome.
watching you since the Depp trial.
Yeah, the Depp was the big one. I mean, a lot of Canadians met me during the trucker protests.
Yep.
It'll never end. The good thing is
That's
the
right.
news will never end. So long
That's
as I
right.
can remain accurate and reasonably insightful, I'll have a place in this world.
That's right.
Dude,
All right.
nice
Keep
to meet
on
you.
keeping on.
Thank you very much. Barnes, do we have time for Media Row?
People seen that yet?
No. So tell us what's going on.
So yeah, we'll come up to where here's the actual the forum, which is where the Milwaukee Bucks.
Did they not think about changing the name from Pfizer V to another name?
It's whatever corporation bought it later. So there's this building, and that's what Milwaukee Bucks play. This is the main convention platform. Then here you have the Old Milwaukee Arena. That's where the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee plays. That's where all the media companies are. That's where Rumble is. That's where the huge setups are. Then the next one is another center, which is also a separate center for a bunch of people.
Amazing.
So, and in between are all the nice, honest, ordinary people who are here as delegates who, patriotic in their clothing and their outfits and the rest. And then swarming about are the various lobbyists and political class scum, which I ran into today.
Which one?
It's
Carl Rove here?
Yes, he is. Okay. I was right behind Carl. I was about to cuss him out, but hey, after JD Vance got picked, because he's going crazy.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's enraged because he hates Vance.
But people ask, like, I know why I love him. Why do people hate him? Because he's not a
it's what Tucker Carlson said today. He goes, everybody he hates in Washington hates J.D. Vance, which to him is the best endorsement of J.D. Vance.
Okay.
But there you can see in the back. This is where when you see people doing live interviews, in front of the center, in front of that backdrop, that's where they're all doing it. Remember from the debates? That's where Karl Rove was once. You were going to go up and ask him about his
I think I saw Karl Rove. Was that the Reagan? Was that on the Reagan?
Yeah, the Republican debate. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And just to ask him about that.
Hey,
how are you?
Hi.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Fantastic.
I must ask for permission first. How you doing? Good. Where'd you get that water?
Wait, the hell
okay,
sorry.
Go. I'm gonna find some.
You're on live.
Oh, do you want to be on TV? No. Okay, fine.
No problem.
Okay, well, let's see you too.
We're around all week.
Never see you.
Nice to meet you. Robert, okay, Milwaukee seems like a very old town. Do you know what the history of it is? Because it's got beautiful old architecture.
So it's a working class town, industrial town. It used to be a Native American town. The word Milwaukee comes from the Native American tribe that was from here. And originally it was sort of a little bit settled by old Yankees coming up through this region. That's why Wisconsin has this old Yankee influence. That's why, like, the Republican Party in its origin is much more Yankee. And so, like, there's a little, Mike Lindell.
Shut up!
We're
going to say hi to Mike Lindell.
I think it's just random security. I don't think that's his security. I think it's people wanting to come up and talk to him.
What's crazy? I know that I've spoken with Mike Lindell, and I don't remember where.
I don't remember. I haven't. Not directly.
I'm going crazy. Chat, remind me. Have I ever had a conversation with Mike Lindell? I feel like I have. Like we were on the same
panel or something, maybe. Yeah, you can ask him.
And so now, was it when Milwaukee was thriving? What was it?
So originally except for the old Yankees, then became very German, and it was actually German socialist.
Which explains the sausages and the beer.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
So it was a huge German immigration here, like 1830s too, and it dominated until almost the end of the 1800s. Then you had another wave of immigration. You had Poles, Italians, Irish, but heavily Polish. But also you had like Czechs, Ukrainians, etc. And like the south side of Milwaukee was working class. North Milwaukee became an intensely segregated city. Northwest Milwaukee is still very segregated. And from a little bit from antebellum days, but mostly from the Great Migration, is when Southern Black population moved in and mostly settled in North Milwaukee. Then you had a little bit of working class whites from places like the Appalachia come in and settle in parts of outside of Milwaukee. But basically, Milwaukee is very German, very Polish, very ethnic, very Catholic. Its form of German socialist politicians was different than the norm. So they were anti-war. They were eclectic in their approach. Then it became a very Democratic town for a long time. But George Cuyler Wallace did well here in 1964 in the Democratic primary. Again, did well in parts of Milwaukee in 1968. 68 was a big competitive. It's been a competitive Democratic primary in many key elections. It was for Bernie Sanders. It was for Barack Obama. It was for Jimmy Carter. It was going back to multiple waves of it.
So the chat I just got was Barnes is an encyclopedia. You're damn right, a living one. Who understands the historical context of the world? It's amazing.
Yeah, so it's great. A great sausage town. Great, the great Polish culture. Yeah, see if we get one.
I'm going to be very casual and cool as I do it. I'll do it. Mr. Lindell, have we? Yeah. Is this okay? Hold on.
Just press the button, the white button.
Oh, well, okay. I can actually do that. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go like this. Okay, I think I got it. Double check. I don't know why this phone is so hard to use.
Keep up the good work.
He's never getting in.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's bombarding.
He didn't recognize me, so we're done.
Yeah.
Not just that. I'm serious. I don't know where I thought I remember. Maybe I was just watching on the internet. We should go back in.
Yeah. We'll go back now. You see the big Fox thing.
Look at this. Yeah, wasted money is what
that is. This is the American First group, but see, some of these groups you can see are exclusive and some of them are not. Credit to Turning Point. I think Turning Point has free beer.
Well, I could. Okay, if there's a free beer, I wouldn't say no, but I would certainly go for water.
This would usually lead to a massive debate. It would lead to a riot. Massive But it's a good job. So Jack Posobiec was up here talking earlier.
Okay, very cool. I met you. Yeah, so I met you. It's funny. Like I meet people in person for the first time. You're gonna hear a lot of music. So I just need water. That's all I need. Yeah. So how's it going? See what we can get. Oh, bottled water. Yeah. Okay, we're going to be in here just for a few minutes, people. So Nick Fuentes is an asset of the FBI. Okay. All right, well, I just randomly see that. Okay, I'm going to walk through. I'm going to keep the camera myself. Maybe I'll get a napkin and rub down my shiny forehead. You'll keep people who may not want to be on camera. People who might be here on a date with someone who's not their wife.
Those are all different beers. It's a long list of beers.
Shut up! Okay, well, I'm turning the camera. So they've got basically, yeah, this is wild.
It's a beer bar.
Look at that. But I don't really want beer, but if I'm going to do it, so they got, Miller Lite. Awesome, that's exactly what I want. I'm going for the strongest, most Belgian beer possible. Okay, this is wild. So how do we citrus? Okay, let's see what we got.
Billy Ray's. That one is really, that one I love. You like,
oh, well, look at the beers. That's what that's all that I pay attention to. 8.5%. Sorry. And they got water. They got water.
Sour beer.
Okay, this is good. So, how's it going? So this is
those people. They're more important. That's that part of the Republican delegate.
All right. Oh, look at that. Well, where do we get a glass? We gotta get a glass.
I think theoretically you pay for it, but I wasn't sure.
I'm just gonna grab some water, so I won't worry about that. All right, hold on. Just taking this. I'm not taking beer, people. I'm not taking beer. I'm just getting water. Just need some water with some ice. I'm not even gonna take some ice. I need to drink the water fast. But now I have a glass. I can get beer. Beer goes straight to my hips, so I'm not gonna have it. It's too much carbs. All of the world's. Cheers, fellas. Just getting some water. Oh, here's one, some water too. Okay, hold on. Well, hold on a second. Okay, just water so you can all see. Although I did try to get watermelon. I just noticed one of them is 12% beer. Well, that's wine. Okay, well, that's wine. That's not beer. That's why it's 12%.
It's not bad. But yeah, it is wine.
Oh, I just need water. Okay, that's all I want.
Mob craft beer. That's our I see. There's some sort of scan thing that allows you to pour it.
Oh, I see. Well,
So, yeah,
okay, I got some more. You don't want to take a little more. Ice. Yeah, I'll get a little more. You want something else? Yeah. Oh, so it looked free. It was like teasing. It's gonna get some water.
That was nice. I like that. It says America first or America last. See what your representative still believes in.
Oh, what do you do with that?
That's a great idea. So if the turning point thing, you do this, that'd be a good well, it's not quite 1776 law center, but something like it would do that. You know what I mean? Judges are cooking on.
Just give me 1 more second, guys. Sorry. Okay, this is going to be watch Viva drink water. All right, we're good. Let's do this. I have an extra shirt in my backpack, but it's like a button-up shirt.
So we can do the tour of the center probably at the very end.
Yeah.
We can go around, come back, and then do the tour.
I just don't want to miss. If Trump
I think
speaks.
he was leading people to believe that. I don't think Trump's conducting it. He's going to let the VP thing be his lead, is my guess. The news lead. Let the news people run with J.D. Vance as VP.
Robert, I'm going to pick your big brain on this one again because I know that I studied Eastern European history, but I don't remember a damn thing. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Why did that draw the world into World War I?
Well, really, it was a pretext. I mean, everybody the different empires wanted to grab the other empire's power.
Okay.
Right. So you had the Austro-Hungarian Empire been going on for 6 centuries, the Russian Empire for 3 centuries, the burgeoning Kaiser out of the German Empire, the British Empire, the Ottoman Empire, and the sort of last stages of the French Empire. And they all wanted their own. They all wanted to divvy up Africa and the rest of the world. And so they were looking for a pretext, a trigger, to get into mass conflict. Sign a bunch of agreements with each other and say you legally have to defend them. That's what NATO's all about. You know, recreating another pretext for World War III.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have a treaty. We have to honor our agreement. Well, that garbage.
So Franz Ferdinand, he was the Archduke of.
You know, I just remember the band. I just remember the band Franz Ferdinand.
That's the like.
So I remember Franz Ferdinand got assassinated, but then that's literally, and I know the other part of it, but I always forget the background of France.
And so that's it. So then basically they blamed it on one
that
party.
The one where the Black Hand supposedly took credit for it?
I don't.
But it was really There's really some questions about whether it was an inside conspiracy.
There's a Jewish connection to it, but
if it's the same thing, I may have done a hush hush.
What do you think would happen if they had actually?
Well, their plan was to replace Trump today with somebody like that. You know, they would have needed a way to sell it, but it was going to be somebody like that. Do you think Mitch McConnell is here because he wants to say Trump in front of the cameras?
So you think, as far as a hush hush goes on this, that the Lee Hop was so
Trump had clearly made clear to them that he wasn't going to cut a deal, and that he was going to pick Vance as his VP, and so it was assassinated before he could be nominated and before he can declare who's VPs.
What is the different legal context now that he's officially?
They can't take him off the ballot. It's done. And Vance is his replacement no matter what. So now that I think that's why they accelerated today. They decided to get the nominations done before 5 o'clock. And that's what happened.
Well, I had my bet on Vance, but I also tried to hedge it by betting on Carson. So I went all in on the website.
I think a year ago it would have been Carson.
Well, I was just hoping Carson would have bumped
Vance,
up a little bit. But
and I think everything that happened this weekend is further solidified in Trump's mind. I need somebody that's... And this was thanks to Don Jr. I mean, Vance did a very good job working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But
what do they do when they work behind the scenes to get the nomination?
So really, I mean, JD did a very good job getting connected to Trump world. He also did a very good job getting connected to Don Trump Jr. and worked that relationship. And the behind the scenes, like Jeremy Carl, who we interviewed, who's very much on top of a lot of populist, anti-administrative state policies. And you know, he came out and said this was one of the best decisions Trump could have possibly made. That's because anybody, same as Tucker Carlson. So there'll be people who'll be like, oh, look at what JD said in 2015 or 2016 when he was promoting his book and his movie. It's like that's nothing about JD Vance. Go back and watch our interview. But the people in the know he's the real deal. That's why Karl Rove is going nuts. Fox is complaining. Rick Newman is complaining. All the scumbags are complaining. I ran into one of those scumbags, by the way. So I was walking right through here, and some little dude came up to me and said, he's part of the board. And I thought, our board. and then he's like, you defamed me, you libeled me, and you and Viva.
I'm trying to...
And I'm like,
you mentioned me.
Who are you? And it turns out he was one of the board members who took out James O'Keefe.
Oh my
goodness! He was still defending himself.
What's his face?
Something another.
Yeah, Timmerman.
Yeah. So it was him.
Defamed him.
And he was sitting there attacking me like, how he's going to file ethics complaints, so on and so forth.
Like typical leftist tactics.
All left. Every single one of them. Bragging about how important it was that he do his duty to investigate and rat out James O'Keefe. And when I was midway through and realized who he was, I was like, you're just a complete scum. You're just a complete scum. So I ended up midway through the middle of the street, me yelling at him, you're bottom barrel.
I wouldn't mind seeing, I wouldn't be nervous of a physical confrontation with
no, that guy. You think of it.
I don't know, man. Everybody's big by comparison. So JD Vance, and I like, it is a middle finger to the identity politics element of
it's the best populist choices to make by a long time. Because JD Vance is also now the successor. He's life insurance for Trump now. He's someone who will advocate for populism in the campaign, advocate for populism in
How you doing?
Hi from Guam.
Oh, cool, man.
I watch you on YouTube.
Nice to meet
I
you.
love you, man. Take care.
We're doing a walkie-talkie. A walkie-talkie in Milwaukee, people.
Yeah, there you go.
You too.
Heck
yeah.
I can't say that I made that up right now. I was thinking we should call them walkie-talkies in Milwaukee.
Yeah, there you go.
Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so this is now.
So this is a convention fest. So
What
when I was
the
here in
heck is a
2016,
convention fest?
This was outside the security area. So you got to.
Thank you.
You got to mingle with everybody. So Don King was out here, Alex Jones was out here. Now you can only get in unless you got these passes.
Okay.
So so it's not as packed as it was, but they have a decent cross selection of local food, some interesting little organizations.
I smell grill now.
Yeah. Well, I came up with an idea for 1776 Law Center. I was gonna say about something to distribute, and then if somebody else was distributing it, the Constitution. I'd like to do an annotated Constitution from a 1776 Law Center perspective that includes like food freedom, medical freedom, political freedom, etc.
All right. We got sweet corn sheros, cheesecake cookies, gourmet popcorn, cheese Louise, infused cold brew.
It's actually not bad.
I might be able to do that.
That was actually pretty good. The blueberry lemonade was pretty good.
All right, I'm infused cold brew.
Oh, that's a tip to get. Wisconsin fried cheese curds.
Oh, we went to the cheese mart down the street.
Oh, did you get them?
Yeah. Well, I didn't get fried cheese curds, but I'm gonna get this. Okay, you think this has caffeine? Because I wouldn't mind having more caffeine.
I believe so.
All right, you on?
Yeah, we'll get one. That's good. Yeah.
Hold on camera. So we're getting, we're gonna see what this is.
Can I get you a sample?
No, they have caffeine, right?
There's 3 to have caffeine. The 2
doesn't need caffeine. Look at him. He's a the caffeine, the better. Cut him off. Cut him off right now. This is Luke Radowski of We Are Change that are here to notify you of all the latest and craziest deep state psyopses. Of course, there's a lot of major ones. And I think the assassination, the attempted assassination of Donald Trump is a major event in American history that does signal the intelligence agencies getting extremely desperate. As of course, as we've been saying, as independent media, Donald Trump needs to assassinate proof himself days ago, weeks ago, and months ago on our independent media organizations. The independent media called it right. And this whole frickin' time, the corporate media is literally trying to say that there was fireworks, that there was a little bang there. So we just finished doing our show here at the Rumble studio here. As of course, I was randomly just handed this live stream. As now we are Change live stream. Now we're going to hijack this. So we got Jeremy also here of the Quartering in studio here. As of course, I stole this from Viva. What's all the inappropriate things we could say right now and do right now for Viva's stream?
I love Viva. I think he's one of the worst fishermen I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy can't catch anything. Yeah. All right. It's probably because he looks like a wild beast on the shoreline when he's fishing. And when he's fishing,
all the
it's
fish are already
who
gone.
is this monster? Yeah. Who is this creature?
Well, look at all the people watching.
Yeah.
Is that number real? That can't be real.
I believe it is.
Subscribe to the We Are Change on Rumble, and the Quartering on Rumble will be live tomorrow at 1 Eastern.
Yeah. 1 Eastern time. Yeah, damn right. Yeah. We're not going to give this back to Viva. This is the Radowski and Jeremy stream right now. Yeah. They could look for us. But I was just talking about the deep state takeover of society. And the mixed kind of personas. We got them. See, guys.
It's our stream now.
Yeah, this is the We Are Change Quartering stream. We're taking over. Subscribe to the Quartering while you guys get the chance to. Of course, being inside of here, we were just talking about how there's Secret Service everywhere. They finally started to wake up. They finally started to do their job. Finally, as of course, they're literally everywhere you frickin' look. And,
that must be why they weren't anywhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they must have been preoccupied getting ready for this event.
I believe though, if you wear a clip, I bullied the boys to go confront somebody.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. So we're gonna try to confront somebody soon. We have someone that I'm waiting to, of course, have a stern conversation with.
I can't believe he's here.
I know.
You'll never guess who it is, chat.
Yeah. So we're going to be having some very interesting conversations with some very interesting people here on our particular platform. But very dangerous time for America. A lot of Republicans celebrating. Not time to celebrate. Time to wake up, smell the coffee.
What did your tweet from yesterday mean? The Marriott butthole thing? Dude, on Twitter, you replied to.
Or look at the tenant guys. They roll in. They're like the Billionaire Boys Club over here. They're the big guys. We're live right now. If you guys want to say anything.
Hello, everyone. How many people you got watching? Oh, 13.
We got 13 people. 13 people watching. Shouts out to all the 13 people watching out there. Really appreciate you guys.
You guys need a presser Luke to do some confrontations out here. What's he doing?
Yeah, I mean, we were just literally talking about that, so that's going to come up very, very soon.
Yeah, let me see.
You're
yes,
entrusted.
I've been kicked off YouTube.
Dude, how you doing? No, I played it too. Very good.
That's right, yeah.
Like 2 years, 3 years.
Ball
practice was
hot as the devil.
I'm going to go get my food.
Okay.
All right, go. Okay, see you in a bit.
I used to hang out at some bars in the river.
Wait,
you in charge of the stream?
No, this was he took my camera. This is my stream. So let me see what's going on in the chat. All right.
Briefly,
Eric Burden.
Yeah,
all those Viva private security. I wish.
Yeah, and all this new, like the new.
Oh yeah, all this.
That stuff. Nice to meet you. All right, awesome. We're are you going back in? When it gets started?
No, then I go to Tim's and go on the show.
Oh, Tim. Where's Tim? He's at the hotel.
Yeah,
it's an old building.
Inside to a prison cell.
Right on the freeway. Okay, so.
Hey,
Jeremy,
nice to meet you.
is it always this hot? It gets hot as hell in the summer and cold as hell in the winter.
Yeah, people don't understand about Wisconsin. It actually gets hot as
You got seed oil free?
Oh, yes. It gets very hot.
Yeah.
Chicago's super humid, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Libby's more.
Question here.
She has great
Lake
things.
Michigan at this point. Can you swim?
I wouldn't in Milwaukee, but I would in Sheboygan.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Every time it rains, they have an accidental the sewage.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
I would go. I mean, you could. People do, but
I could also lick a post in a
Actually, you grew up in Milwaukee or whereabouts?
It's like 20 minutes north of here.
Okay, yeah. So the
Falls area.
Well, I was thinking it's called Whitefish Bay.
Oh, that's that way.
Okay.
North,
so I remember
north,
white.
yes.
They call it White People's Bay.
White People's Bay. Yeah. No, my you gotta have money to live there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like a tiny little oasis.
So yeah, because that was interesting. Like you went that way, it was rural for a long time.
Yeah.
You had farms out there, it was country out there. I don't know how much that's changed. How much
It's all house now. Yeah, the sprawl is real.
Yeah. And how much is South Milwaukee still South Milwaukee? I was playing to Viva. It used to be old ethnic, Polish,
That's
German,
all there.
Italian.
It's still there. Yeah, that's where the
right,
Italian center is. That's where all the Polish center. So there's good food down there.
Yeah.
The best Mexican food around South Milwaukee.
Yeah.
At least around the city.
Oh yeah, and how much? Because the Mexican American influence started happening.
Food here sucks. Horrible food.
Oh yeah.
Horrible food.
For half an hour, it's like I'm gonna get something healthy, and then that's what you get.
That's one of the
I got
eternal.
Secret Service.
He's got one of the
love
eternal
treatment up my
truths.
you know what? Just to freaking
Eternal truth number one.
just to freaking get this crap.
So you missed
Filled
the
with seed
opportunity.
oils.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably get microplastics in my you know what.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
You gotta get some Polish food. You gotta go
As he scarfs down chicken.
I'm starving. I'm a starving Marvin over here.
Who says JD Vance? Why? Really great to see Jeremy.
JD Vance is awesome. The only people who say why is people don't know about JD Vance.
Well, I can appreciate that.
I understand. If you only knew about JD Vance pre-2016, you wouldn't know much about him other than you wrote a book, you did a big movie.
The book is great.
He was
Everybody should read the
critical.
book. It's fantastic.
And he was, what's great is he's been very revelatory about all of that's happened. In that he talks about him talking to some people that he went to school at Yale and other places, and just how much it re-radicalized him. Not only watching Trump succeed, but the professional class snobbery of the people he went to school with further intensified his rage. And he's been the most consistent populist on the Trump side of the equation by a long time. The only I would say Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, better on surveillance issues. He's been good on those issues, but he hasn't been as aggressive as he could have been.
I say charisma. Nothing wrong with Thomas Massey. He's awesome.
Did you just say Riz?
No, I said charisma. No, my kids say Riz, and I learned what Riz
Smack him around.
Riz means
it's short for charisma.
Oh, I didn't even understand what
Riz.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I say charisma.
I just saw Thomas Massey at Freedom Festival.
What he great?
He's a
I'll
great
give him
human
credit
being.
for coming out.
He got one of those little dip clocks that you put on your clothing.
Yeah.
So he's going through a lot too.
Yeah. His wife just died 2 weeks ago.
Prayers and thoughts.
And it was credit to her to come out, and credit for him to come out to Freedom Fest and all.
Yeah.
You know, Robert Kennedy was in town today. He's here. Yeah, he was talking to Trump earlier.
Yeah, he had like a multi-hour meeting.
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump afterwards called for his Secret Service, which he got right away.
Which is great. Yes, he did. Exactly.
RFK got.
Yes, he got it today. Robert Kennedy. So finally,
Nothing
that will
like an
mostly
attempted
do-
assassination to finally make people appreciate that they.
If there's anyone who knows about assassination,
it's our.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was classic to find us do that deliberately, hoping that someone would kill his opposition. Yeah.
Of course.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Is this man part of the Boogaloo Boys? What if the insane clown posse?
Yeah.
ICP.
Yeah, that's Pennywise, you dork.
That's
Pennywise. Yeah, he does it.
I'm sorry. I just thought that was ICP. Well, I know the ICP.
First he Boogaloo Boy jacketed you. Then he.
What did you say though?
Insane clown. He Juggalo jacketed you.
This is how Viva gets canceled.
Since October.
Oh, look at who it is. Mr. Poso. Well.
Jack, before I
How's it, man? How you doing?
I saw you walking around earlier.
Yeah.
And I was about to be like, get
Well,
me that
before we shut
lawyer.
the
Well, I love you.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Well,
Let's
it's
go,
great.
Let's go. Neocons take the L today.
Exactly.
Neocons take the biggest L in the world. Karl Rove, John Bolton, Rupert Murdoch, Marco Rubio, Cope, and Seed. From now on, it's America first, and occasionally a little Canada.
Yeah.
Mike has been off. So Jack was just saying we've been on an episode together, and that was when everyone learned that Jack speaks Mandarin, and everyone thought he's an immediate spot. Okay, now you can hear us. I think. And someone else is going to
What's
understand.
amazing is that you have to do the sound right because it like.
Well, you know,
soap
it's
and other
because like
things
you
sound
know,
exactly.
because it's like you
I thought that was Ian.
it's sort of like inflections. So it's kind of like it's almost like an accent. Like you know how if you go around the country enough, you can kind of do a Boston accent.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that.
But it's like the words change. Like it goes from soup to something you don't want to say.
No, I know, but I mean like. Once you do that enough, that's like you know the right way to say.
You gotta work for it.
You don't think of it that way anymore. You just know that okay, they say this like they say soup like this. They say whatever like this, and so there's like I learned like the tone way, like the really hard way. But I'm a big fan of like Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone really started. It's great. It was when I started it. I had already known like enough that I wouldn't really need Rosetta Stone. But if I had that when I started, those type of things, they kind of just make it a game. They make you respond. That's all it is. It's repetition. So it's really cool, and I definitely highly recommend it to anybody.
You look particularly tan. What have you been doing?
What's your beauty regimen?
Man.
That was good. Senator Johnson was a good interview.
So we had Senator Johnson. Thank you, by the way. So we had Senator Johnson as the crazy commies were blocking the entrance. How are you? And they weren't letting people in. And Johnson's up there, and he said, like, this is what we mean about unity. And here's what I keep saying. This is what this needs to be clear. This needs to be very clear. There can be unity. I want unity, but unity comes through victory. Unity is achieved. Unity is not free. Unity is not free. How can Joe Biden say that he wants unity while Steve Bannon is behind bars?
Right, unity is not right.
Right.
Those are two different things.
Right. So, okay, fine. I hear you. Fine. All right, great. And they had a conversation. And so Trump and Biden spoke, and we're told that Jill and Melania spoke. Great. Awesome. Break the wall, good stuff.
What do you make of
if we have political prisoners from our side that you could release with stroke of it? Why do I have to email Steve Bannon off of a DOJ email app, whitelisted? Why isn't he on war room right now?
No, here Navarro's going to.
So Wednesday. So Navarro, the plan for Navarro, he gets released Wednesday, unless Biden could change that right now.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That he could do it and clearly power the presidency.
He could just communicate.
And well, if he did, we'd have to change his flight, but because we do have a flight, he does have a flight scheduled. So the plan is, if he's able to be in, I'd love to see him go right on air, but he is currently slotted to arrive and then go right on stage at the RNC.
And I think it's good for him to talk about what J.D. Vance does a great job of incorporating certain economic issues that a lot of elite Republicans really call about. I like Navarro wants criminal justice reform and some of the insanity that he's personally witnessed needs. We need to de-weaponize
This is very interesting to me. That Navarro and Steve Bannon are the ones who get sent to jail. And Navarro and Steve Bannon were also the ones that on day one of Biden's presidency, January 2021, under a similar security situation that we're in right now, under this lockdown, that Bannon and Navarro were banned by the Chinese Communist Party.
Yes. And these are the times they were both in prison at the time of the timing of the attempted assassination. What would have happened if that assassination? Other luck. Yeah. You know, I mean, it was very.
Let me grab this guy.
Go for it. Hey, no problem.
Now, Barnes, I think Tim Pool has asked me to be on his show tonight.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Everybody, give me 1 second.
Where you're supposed to be.
I don't know. And then
I think that's loosely like almost any time I got. Wait, that doesn't matter.
all right. Now hold on just 1 second. I might lose you guys for a second.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, South Central. Give me 1 second. I got an extra shirt. My backpack. No, I'm not really good at this. It's extremely hard. I was having fun. The stories come back because Rumble started with amazing. Okay, all right. All right, hold on. We're going to lose it again in 1 second. Yeah, I just assume it's always on. I can tell. He just. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I thought it was I think you're both funny. No, it's not weird. I don't want to go back to Barnes. Oh, yeah. But, are we wrapping? I think I'm going to continue walking. Okay. Well, guys, I don't think Trump's going to speak, so I can probably head back soon. And then we'll be up along with you. Yeah, okay, awesome. So hold on, let's get this back. I'm not going to walk over there. Oh, so hold on. The phone is not over here. So big. We got to wait so big. The phone is not over here. I keep having text messages. All right. I may have been summoned. I might be on Tim Pool in a bit because apparently there was an emergency, so we'll walk over. And Barnes is okay, hold on. So we're live with Rumble tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Yes. Tomorrow during the day, what about so 7 o'clock on tomorrow, and then we are on Wednesday. Yes. And Wednesday night will be J.D. Vance's except I'm at least maybe going to try and see.
Okay, I might not be.
But I got to head to
closed down.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what do you got going on Pennsylvania?
Wednesday night, a judge wouldn't move sentencing hearing.
Mother F.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
not
you
even
guys
a day.
cover the. You guys cover the. I don't know if you guys do this, but they dropped Trump's.
Yeah, the Florida case was beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's,
beautiful.
it's
It's
It's only a matter of time before the
it
white
What
pill
a
market.
coincidence!
Absolutely, yes,
What
exactly.
What? I mean, it probably was already done, right?
Completely.
Robert, we're going to talk about it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Did Eileen Cannon, Judge Cannon, incorporated
Oh, I will.
science as well.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, we are
And did a detailed
doing
ruling
updates
explaining why.
throughout
his
Oh, that's still going.
Oh gosh, I just remember that in Delegates. All right, enjoy it.
Well, okay, hold on, we're good. Okay, sorry, people.
Great steak.
Are we live? Are we? Yeah, the phone is not overheating. My dad just called. Tim Pool called. All right. So what's going to happen for the rest of this? What were we talking about just 2 seconds ago? So much sweat everywhere.
You got to go catch up with Tim Pool, and then we'll be on tomorrow at some point.
Sorry about that. And oh no, that's right. We're talking about Pennsylvania. Going back for which case is that?
Oh, the sentencing of the woman who recorded her own proceedings.
Okay.
The judge wouldn't move it one day. This is the one who wouldn't move the trial one day, and now won't move the sentencing one day. So I got to leave Wednesday night and get there.
So we might very well miss Trump's.
I will.
I got to head back.
Because the inside view is great. Like walking up behind, you don't have to be on the floor. You get a direct view of the whole thing.
People reporting.
Oh yeah. Geeks and Games was. I talked to him for a lot. He was doing this right here.
Okay. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna keep walking. I don't know where I'm going.
Right.
We might. You know what? We're gonna end this at 2 hours on the nose. And locals, I owe it to you. We will read the chats that we missed yesterday. Did you see that we had 47,000 people watching live?
Yeah.
I didn't. My brother sent me the screen. I was like, I didn't know that. I would have been more nervous if I had known that. But yeah, so that explains why there was a bit of a impossibility of getting to everything yesterday. But I screen grabbed and we'll read them out when I do a stream later.
All right, cool. Man.
Okay. Well, we're gonna end it. I'm gonna end it in. I'm not gonna be neurotic. Let's end it now. Everybody, see you soon. Peace out. Booyah.